everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is April, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can customize your old sweaters and turn them into something new. All the sweaters that you'll see in this video were thrifted from Savers and Goodwill, so don't be afraid to shop secondhand because you can still find some really good quality sweaters there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get started. The first way you can change up an old sweater is by sewing some trim on it. There's so many options to choose from at the fabric store: fringe, pom-poms, or tassels, and I decided on some curtain tassels. This DIY is super easy. All you have to do is decide where you want the trim to be placed and then sew it on. Since this sweater is bat-winged and the sleeves go straight out, I just followed that line that goes all the way across the chest and sewed it down. For this next DIY, you'll need some contrasting yarn. I chose black, and you'll also need a yarn needle. I was inspired by a sweater I saw on Topshop that was selling for $90, so here's how you can get the look for less. Thread the yarn through the needle, and starting from underneath at the side seam, poke the needle right above the band and make sure to pull enough yarn out for the rest of the sweater. Next, decide how long you want your stitches to be and bring your needle diagonally to the left or right depending on which direction you want them to go. The needle is once again underneath, and where you bring it back up is how far each stitch will be from each other. I'm using the ribbing on the bottom of the sweater as my reference to make sure that each stitch is evenly spaced out. You want the stitches to lay flat and snug, but don't pull on the yarn too tight because it'll distort the sweater. Continue this process all the way around the bottom of the sweater. When you get to the end, bring the yarn back underneath and knot the two ends together. Next, I do the same thing around the armhole, but instead of making my stitches diagonal, I make them straight. This next DIY is super trendy right now, and it's an eyelet lace-up sweater. You'll need a sweater with a deep V-neck, a pack of extra large eyelets that come with a toolkit, a hammer, some wide lacing, some lightweight stabilizer, and temporary spray adhesive. The first thing I do is cut out 2 pieces of stabilizer for each side of the neckline. Then I use my temporary spray adhesive to stick the 2 layers together. And then I spray it one more time on top to stick it along the neckline. Then I evenly lay out 4 large eyelets on one side and mark the center of them with a water erasable marker, and repeat the same thing to the other side. Once both sides are marked, slowly cut a big enough hole to fit the top eyelet. I don't actually cut a hole, I snip little lines and test to see if the eyelet will fit, and then I cut it a little bigger if I need to. Be careful to not cut the opening too big because you want the eyelet to fit nice and snug in the hole. For this next part, you'll want to go outside and work on concrete or any hard surface. The pack of extra large eyelets I have come with a 2-piece toolkit, and the round piece is what you'll be placing underneath the top eyelet. Then sandwich the sweater with the second eyelet piece, sharp edges down. Place the second tulle piece on top and hammer it down really hard about 10 times. When you're done, you can trim away the extra stabilizer and lace it up. For this last DIY, I found this super bright pink fuzzy sweater from Savers, but I felt like it needed something else added to it, so I thought I'd embellish my logo on it with sequins. The first thing you need to do is mark out your design with a water erasable marker. Then thread your needle and start underneath the sweater. Bring the needle up on top and then slide one sequin in place. Following the lines of your design, stick the needle right next to the sequin and pull it back underneath. Then poke the needle back up right next to the last stitch you made and slide the next sequins in place. Don't make them too far apart because you want the sequins to be overlapping one another. If it's too far or your stitches are too wide, the sequins will start to slide around, which is actually what happened to me. You'll just be repeating this all the way until you finish your design. When you finish each letter, tie your knot so it doesn't unravel, and then thread your needle again when starting your next letter. The whole process took me 5 hours to finish, so I suggest you play your favorite movie or audiobook while you sew. If you loved all the shoes I paired with the sweaters, they're from Zushu.com. We're actually giving away 5 pairs of these open-toed booties, so if you'd like to enter to win, check out the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments which sweater was your favorite. The one that I'm wearing right now is my favorite because it looks so simple but so chic, and I also really like the one right here on my dress form because it's very me, it's very bright and colorful, and the sequins just top it off. If you guys try any of these ideas out, please share a picture with me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter and use that hashtag coolirpa. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe for more DIY fashion, and I'll see you next time. Bye!